David Baszucki is deleting your entire avatar now. From deleting all classic clothing in Roblox to completely changing the character models of your avatar. Today I'll be covering every single change coming your way. And believe me, nothing about your avatar will stay the same. Because it appears that for some reason David Baszucki is just trying to up Roblox. But before I get into that and even more, my friend Ren told me we couldn't surpass him in subscribers. So let's show Ren that he's wrong and subscribe to the channel. Now, for the people who do not know where this entire drama started, it all started with maybe the most controversial update in Roblox history. Because Roblox announced that they were gonna remove classic faces. And they'd replace these classic faces with these horrible looking dynamic ones. Like, what the f even is this? Now, the worst part was, Roblox wouldn't only remove these classic faces from these stores, but also from people their inventories, which basically means that people who paid for these faces just lost their money and their items. Now, understandably so, people were very angry about this update. But what they did next is completely unbelievable. People started making these very scary, almost demonic looking pictures of David Baszucki. But people wouldn't just stay with the pictures, no, they took it way further. Attached to most of these images, there were literal death threats to David Baszucki. A lot of these messages were written in a language literally nobody speaks, which made it look even scarier. But again, people took it further and they started making these scary AI videos of David Baszucki. Now, I do not think I need to tell you guys that threatening someone's life over a Roblox update is insane. And eventually it got so bad that people just were throwing out threats without anything attached to it. So that all went down yesterday over an update that just removed classic faces. Today the update got way worse because they're not only removing classic faces now, but they're also removing every piece of classic clothing. But before I get into the classic clothing and what items you should expect to be taken away from your inventory, I first want to talk about the completely insane change to the character models Roblox is gonna make. See, Roblox is gonna be removing R6 from the game. Now, how do I know this? Because they accidentally leaked some weird looking PowerPoint presentation. And I'll read up for you guys what it says here. Remove R6 from the platform, but keep R6 scheme in code and treat it as a custom rig. Those are a lot of very difficult game development terms, but it basically means that they are removing R6 completely from the game. Now, it might be smart for me to first explain what R6 is. See, R6 is a character model where the number in the name basically stands for the amount of pieces in the character. So with R6, the character has 6 pieces, as you can see here. 2 arms, 2 legs, 1 torso and a head. But now they are removing this character model from the game and replacing it with a character model called R15. So a character model with 15 different pieces. As you can see here, the 2 arms on their own already have 6 pieces. Now personally, I don't necessarily think this looks any worse, but I don't understand why we can't keep the old version. And honestly, if this was the entire update, I wouldn't necessarily hate the update. But for some reason, Roblox decided that it was a good idea to also remove classic clothing. Now, for the people who do not know what classic clothing is another way of saying 2D clothing. And this is the clothing basically everyone wears in Roblox. If you play Roblox, there is a 99% chance that your avatar wears these 2D clothing. And with that, there is a massive chance that Roblox will remove these items from your inventory. But how do we know that Roblox actually wants to remove 2D clothing? Well, about a few hours ago, someone by the name Tweets tweeted a secret message from inside Roblox. His tweet reads, "News. Clothing. It has been discovered that, in August 2022, Roblox had plans to replace 2D clothing with 3D clothing. In the end, all clothing on our platform will be 3D clothing, and we hope that 100% of users will wear layered clothing." Now, the tweet is quoting the message it's leaked. The message itself says, "This is the right direction. It is a big vision. Ultimately, all of the clothing on our platform will be 3D clothing, and there will be still an opportunity for users to create clothing." And then they go on to talk about how all clothing created in the future will be painted clothing. So you have like a base model and you just draw over it. Which, if you ask me, is a giant obstacle to people trying to be creative within the game. Because people literally can't create their own base clothing anymore. They can only draw over what Roblox has created themselves. Then another message has been leaked allegedly allegedly from David Baszucki. This one reads, the final one that you're going to see rolling out is avatars themselves being created by our community as well. And that will bring us full circle and you'll see amazing new loot. So we are very optimistic that this is not viewed as a necessary cannibalization situation as much as where it is the future here. And the future is everyone has a hyper realistic avatar. It looks just like them. So basically Roblox is moving towards a Roblox where everyone looks exactly like their avatar. You know, the avatar looks like how they look IRL. And I am gonna be honest with you, I do not want to look like my Roblox character. First of all, that sounds scary as shit, playing with a hyper realistic version of myself in Roblox. Secondly, that would be unfair. I have a massive nose IRL that would be a way too big hitbox in any shooter game. Anyways, let me know what y'all think about the situation. Sorry, I didn't have that much time to record today, so the editing might be a tad bit sloppy. Hope y'all enjoyed. Have a good day. Peace, peace.